Hola, buenas tardes estudiantes. Hoy es domingo, es el 16 de septiembre y esta información está en paquete 18, so packet page 18. This is one of two pages of notes that you need to take for class. It is due on Thursday, September 20th, el 20 de septiembre. I wanted to make sure you guys had enough time to get it in. This is actually kind of a review of what we've been going over so far. So on packet page 18, we know almost all of this. Gusta. We've been using me gusta so far, and our first little bit of information, me gusta, literally means I like to, and then whatever you put in there is what you like to do. For example, me gusta correr, I like to run. Me gusta comer papas fritas, I like to eat French fries. We've been practicing this for quite a while, and the question that someone asks you that gives you the answer of me gusta is te gusta plus whatever the verb is. So they would say, te gusta correr? Do you like to run? And you would answer with yes. Sí, me gusta correr. The sí answers the question. It means yes. And then to give a complete answer, you would say me gusta plus whatever it is. This particular question, what do you like to do, has come up a couple of times in worksheets that we've gone over. The Spanish word for what is que. Then you like te gusta, so that's what do you like. And then to do in Spanish is the word hacer. It's a generic verb, so when I ask you, ¿qué te gusta hacer? Unless you're going to tell me that you like to do homework, you're not going to use this in the answer. You're going to answer with something like, me gusta andar en patineta. I like to skateboard. So again, unless you like to do homework, don't answer with hacer. So that's the generic question, what do you like to do? This one, what do you like more? We've gone over this one several times, especially on packet page 5. Que, again, que is the word in Spanish that means what. Que te gusta, and then more is más. And I'm only capitalizing it because it's capitalized in my notes in English, so you know which word it is. Que te gusta más, and then it gives you an option. Pasear o escuchar música. So what do you like more, walking or listening to music? And when you answer that one, you know that you could say me gusta, and then again I'm going to capitalize it so that you know which word it is, me gusta más, and then whatever the thing is that you like. Me gusta más pasear. We did talk about it, I believe, in 4th hour. You could also say me gusta pasear más. So you could flip it around. Doesn't really matter, it means the exact same thing. Another way that you could talk about what you like to do, me gusta leer libros, and then we've got this word also. In Spanish, the word also is también. So instead of just saying me gusta leer libros, me gusta pasear, me gusta escuchar música, and having a list of things, you could make your language sound more sophisticated and say me gusta leer libros también and add in that one little word. Again, this is another concept that we've gone over once or twice after classes and before classes. We have our same basic question as in the second question we had up at the top. What do you like to do? So we're going to start with que te gusta hacer. Again, that's our basic what do you like to do. And then we have the words after classes, después de clases, or we could also say before classes, antes de clases. Again, these are just words to make your language sound more sophisticated or to give more information in your answer. So when you answer it, it's going to be something like I like to, me gusta, and then whatever you like to do. Me gusta alquilar un DVD. Me gusta alquilar un DVD. And then you would add in después de clases. It's just giving more information in your answer so you sound more authentic instead of sounding very choppy. The last one, I like to whatever after classes or before classes, that's the answer that I just gave you. Me gusta alquilar un DVD después de clases, or you could change it from después de after to antes de before. One way to remember that antes is before is that it starts with an A and A becomes before the letter D. Después. Después is after. So the A, the one with the A, comes first. Take a look back at packet page 17. This is actually going to be completely new information. Gustar. Gustar is the verb that means to like. And you don't use it with people, but you use it with things. It's a very special verb and it cannot use subject pronouns, so you never ever say yo gustar. Never ever. Instead, you would say me gusta, and me gusta means I like. Remember, you're not going to use subject pronouns. You like is te gusta, and that's right, gusta doesn't change. He likes, she likes, and you formal like is going to be le gusta. We like, nos gusta. You guys like, os gusta. And then they like, masculine, as in they the boys like, they the girls like, and you guys like, les gusta. Now this could be a little bit confusing because he likes, she likes, and you formal like all are formed exactly the same way. So in order to provide the correct understanding of what you're trying to say, you could add in these words. So the words in blue are additional words that are going to tell you who really is doing the liking. He likes, you could write in a él, and then you would follow with le gusta. You could also use a name. You could say like a Juan le gusta. She likes, you could write in a ella, or you could also use a name, a plus Alicia le gusta. You formal, a usted le gusta. They like all boys, could be a ellos le gusta, or it could be a group of guys and girls, so it could be a Juan y a Alicia les gusta. They all girls, a ellas les gusta, or you could use two girls' names, a Alicia y a Yolanda les gusta. You guys could be a ustedes les gusta. Again, the words in blue are optional. It is mandatory to have the les gusta. The other four do have the words in blue. For me gusta, you put in front of it a mí, and the accent is important. For you like, a ti, we like, a nosotros, and there again, you could also use a name instead, a Yolanda y a mí, because you can't say a yo, and then for you guys, a vosotros, or you could use two names. So just to recap, you have to have the me gusta, te gusta, le gusta, nos gusta, os gusta, les gusta, and to clarify your subject, especially with the subjects él, ella, usted, and ellos, ellas, and ustedes, you can add the words in blue, so they provide additional information. Okay, vamos a practicar mañana. We're going to practice tomorrow. Adiós.